Well, good morning everyone and welcome back to the Bush Block Homestead. Time for another update. We'll just do an overview of what we've been up to lately. We've got the chickens moved into a new area just with this temporary electric fencing. I've got it turned off at the moment. Our chooks are happy here. So we've got a rooster now. So that's our rooster. We've got about 14 chickens all up now, and we're going to get a few more soon. We're going to move these chickens soon into a new area. As you can see, they've cleaned all the grass out of this area and it should be well fertilised, so we'll move them on to another area across the paddock so they can get into that grass and start improving that ground. And as you can see over here on these two shipping containers, I've started and finished the construction of the timber roof framing. I've done all treated timber for the roof framing. I've done some steel upright supports to give clearance to park the caravan underneath. So from the ground to the top there we've got 3.5 meters clearance, and I'll do a more detailed video of how I built all this in the future. We might just climb up and have a quick look. I want to show you something else from up here. So as you can see, I've got all the battens up for the iron. We've got to get the iron now to sheet the roof. So looking over at the house area, you can see I've started to put more solar panels on the roof. Oops. The back panels there are the original panels there. That's 2 kilowatts of panels, 190 watts each. And they're all wired in 3 in series. The front panels are the new panels that I've started to put on. I've still got some more panels to put on that rack there, as you can see up that end. 3 kilowatts in total will be on the front, and that'll be added to the existing 2, so we'll have 5 kilowatts in total of solar power on the roof. I've also got another 3 kilowatts of panel that will be going onto this shed roof once it's all completed. So this is the area over here where the chickens were before. You can see there's a lot of regrowth coming back, mostly weedy plants, but they will help improve the soil. The soil was in bad condition, but it'll be all fertilised now from the chickens, and with this weed growth it'll help aerate the soil and there'll be a lot more nutrient back down. We'll just let that do its own thing for a while and re-establish. Just trying to improve the soil in that area. We've got the geese here at the back of the house, and as you can see we've made a few changes here. We've now got fencing. We can lock the geese in the back at night. We've also separated into 2 separate pens. So we had them in temporary green fencing in the last update up the back there. So we'll go in there for a closer look. I'll just go past the geese here. So we're in the fenced area here in the back, and up the back here there's a second paddock where we can lock the geese up at night. And here you can see we've just used treated copper's logs for the posts. And we've got stays and that on the corners to help support it, so I'll go into more detail on an upcoming video of how I constructed the fence. But yeah, they've got this good section here where they can run around in and help protect them at night. We did have a bit of rain a few months back, but as you can see that pond's all dried out now. So just keep a kiddie's pool with water in it for them to have a bit of a dip in, and they got their water and feed there as well. As you can see here, we've got a hot water tank set up now. This is an old 240 volt hot water system, but we're using it in the for the solar hot water setup. So it's just used as a storage tank. If you can hear that hum in the background, that's the solar pump just kicked in. It's actually on a timer. I've got the circuitry inside the shed here that controls the solar hot water system, and I'll go through that in a future video. There's some solenoids and that there, and we've got the solar hot water panel on the roof. And we used to use this gas system. As you can see now, I don't even have the bottle connected. This now is just a backup system. We've got valves here where we can change between the solar hot water and the gas hot water supply. So that's just a backup system now if we get, say, 2 or 3 days of cloudy weather. But we've got a fair bit of storage just here for the solar hot water. And I'll go through this in detail, how it's built, in an upcoming video on the solar hot water system. Okay, we're back in the power shed now, and it hasn't had much change. We've had no problems with the power here at all. It's run well ever since installation. The only drama I had was one of the voltmeters on the battery balancer failed, and I've changed that there, which was this end one. So I calibrated a new one and installed that on the battery balancer that I built, and they're all working well. As you can see, there might be a slight difference, but that'll all balance out. Go between each one. You can see the voltage of each battery in the series string, because that's all a 48 volt bank. So you've got 3 strings in series, and then they're in parallel for the 48 volts. So you can see this morning the battery bank is at 95.8% full. That's only early. We've currently, well, actually got power going out at the moment, probably the fridge running. The sun's still coming up. It's fairly early and there's a bit of cloud around. But those batteries will fill up by the end of the day, and once we have our additional 3 kilowatts installed, we shouldn't have a problem as well on that. We had a hot summer this summer, so with those additional 3 kilowatts installed, we'll be installing a split air conditioning system in the living room area, and that'll all be up and running by next summer. We'll have the 5 kilowatts installed on the roof, and we'll be able to run an air conditioning system. As you can see here, I've installed some labels just to help with the identify what breakers are what. This will be for the 3 kilowatts of panels, which currently is not wired up. This is wired up to the connection box on the house, but there's no panels currently installed yet, as I'm still working on that. And over here you can see I've got some labels as well. For our bee supplies, you can see we used to have an old galvanised 2-frame extractor, but we've retired that and upgraded. In here we've got a 4-frame stainless steel extractor. We extracted some honey just last week. Just did 4 frames out of the hive. Took 4 frames out, put 4 frames back in to replace them, and that's enough for us. We sort of just do 4 frames at a time, and that makes plenty of honey to keep us going. Well, that's about it for the update today. There'll be some upcoming videos showing the solar hot water system, and more detailed videos showing the construction of the framing on the shed roof and things like that. Glad you could join us. Catch you all again next time. See ya.